Hey, everybody, we are live, and I wanted to talk about consistency today because I see a lot of diet fads going around all the time. And I will say that I was one of those women that jumped on board with every diet fad that there possibly was. And that's because I was so insecure about myself because society told me that I wasn't beautiful because I was big, which we all know isn't the case. Being unhealthy is unattractive, but being big is just something some of us are really born with. And I know a lot of you guys will go, that's bullshit, but really, there are a lot of autoimmune diseases and other diseases out there that cause a lot of weight gain and medications because of some of the diseases that you have. I will say this: type 2 diabetes, though, is totally curable and like preventable. You don't have to have it. But again, that's for another topic and another day. But what I will say is that consistency causes change. Like, consistency is what helps you get going. It helps you get to those goals that you want. It's not easy, and by no means is it going to be something that is going to just come to you naturally. Sometimes it's soul searching, it's giving up a lot of things that we want and we feel like we deserve for the sake of bettering ourselves for the long term. We grow in a society where we're told to buy things. We're a totally commercialized, like, buyer's economy. Like, that's what our society is. And it's sad because we grow up thinking that we have to buy all of these things in order to like be this certain like person. And for me, it was diet trends. And so I think I spoke earlier in another video that I was back doing Herbalife, but I'm not just doing Herbalife. I'm also eating healthy. I am trying to work out. I'm trying to get myself moving more throughout the day. Being a stay at home mom, I mean, I have my kid, but she's 11 months. So we do what we can and what we like are capable of doing in the house, or when we can get out of the house, go and do what we can. But I mean, for the most part, it's a pretty relaxed lifestyle that her and I are living right now. And so for me to get up and get moving is really important. And it's hard to find those little things. It's hard to get that motivation once you've kind of sat around all day waiting for somebody to come home to kind of tap your hand to get you on your way out the door so you can go and do whatever it is that you need to do, because some of us don't have the luxury of having huge families that are supportive and have the time to take the kids while we go and do the things that we need to do. By no means is it their responsibility, but I mean, it is nice if you do have that support so you can kind of tend to the things that you need to tend to. But yeah, no, to talk more about consistency and how it impacted my life is that I was 300 pounds, we're going to say, because I know I was probably a few pounds shy of 300, or maybe a few pounds over 300, but we're just going to call it 300 for all intents and purposes. But it was because I had lived like a sedentary lifestyle. I was working 12-hour days in an office where I was either kind of standing up in the back or I was in the front, but I really wasn't doing much of anything. And I would eat what was convenient, and that was the Mexican food place next door. And before I knew it, when I left that job, I was again 300 pounds. And I was like, what in the hell did I do? And at the time, I didn't realize it because you just start putting it on. And when you look at yourself and you're around the same people every single day, you just kind of tend to be comfortable. And so I wasn't really looking at my reflection in the mirror like I should have been. And before I knew it, nothing fit. I was in leggings and sweatpants like I really am now. And I don't know, I'm not where I want to be weight wise, which is why I'm back on my program. But they're just comfortable. So sorry, my knee. I hit my knee earlier and it really like hurts, but it's healing, so it itches. but yeah, and so what I did was I decided that I needed to change. I started working out, and that's when I found Herbalife. Again, I had done it before, didn't really love it. Um, because I don't think I was ready for it. So when I was really ready for that change, I decided that I was going to lose a certain amount of weight to show. You see how tongue tied I get? You see how many videos I take? I just have to do lives because it's easier. I set a goal weight to tell myself that if I made it to this weight, then I would waste this money on this program. And that's what I needed to prove to myself that I was really ready for this nutrition program that I was telling myself that I wanted. So I worked out, I lost the weight, I started the program, and immediately I fell in love. There are 1,000 different ways that you can manipulate the program to make it work for you. It's finding the thing that works for you is the hardest. And it's being consistent, which is the hardest. It's going, okay, I didn't wake up at 6 o'clock today because I got to sleep in a little later, but I'm still going to get up and take my vitamins. And I'm still going to take charge for the things that I can control. And that means that when I'm up and at 12 o'clock, that's my vitamin time. My vitamin time is at 12 o'clock and I'm regaining that consistency all over again. If I'm up earlier than I would typically be, then again, I'm starting my vitamins and I'm waiting until my alarm sets off again and I'm back with my consistency. It's not allowing these little things that either start your day off a little funny or the ones that end your day a little funny to control the rest of your day or to control the following days to come. It's about jumping back and rebounding from those little like bumps in the road and continuing on with your stride. Consistency is hard. It's not easy by any means, but I mean, really, is anything that's worth it easy to come by? And is it really easy to do every single day? No, it's not. And that's cheesy to say, but whatever, I'm going to say it and I'll be that person to do it because it's true and it's honest. If it's worth it, then you'll work for it. I promise. There's nothing that will stop you in this world from getting the things that you want if you really want it. And that goes for an array of things. It goes for addictions. It goes for habits. It goes for your goals. It goes for the things that you don't want in your life. It goes for whatever you can try to apply it to. I'm sure it applies because really, if you want it, I'm sure you can come up with 1,000 examples of how many times you worked really hard to get the things that you wanted. So it's just taking charge of your health and making that a priority and saying, I want that. I want this goal and I want to see it through. And I want to not just see it through, but I want to see if there's any ways that I can improve it along the way and after I've already achieved it. I mean, the thing is that we set this goal to lose weight. And then once we hit our goals, what do we have after that? We are like, things die. And our huge motivation is to get there. And then once we've gotten there, we didn't really set ourselves up to take on what was to come afterwards. And that's the maintenance part. And maintenance, oh my good God, is easy once you start forming really good habits and you know how to be consistent. You have the tools and you have the resources that you need to, again, jump yourself back onto course and to get yourself going and to rebound from that little bump. But consistency is what matters. And if you don't work on being consistent with yourself, then everything else just falls apart. You can talk all day until you're blue in the face about the things that you want to do, but until you actually start putting them into motion, you are just standing there talking yourself away. And I feel like that's what a lot of us do. I find myself doing that a lot. I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow. And even today, like I woke up, I'll be honest, that's why I had to come make this video because I did not do my workout this morning. Moment of silence for that. But anyway, moving on. But I told myself that I wasn't going to allow myself to ruin the rest of my day because I didn't do that one thing that I told myself I was going to do. I still managed to get my business plan figured out. I still managed to launch a couple pages on my Facebook page. I still managed to get my house clean. And I still managed to achieve a lot of the little things that I had set out to do. There's a couple big things that, I haven't gotten to, but I've got a lot of time in my day to figure that out and to still accomplish it. I can still go to the gym. I can still get my workout in. I can still get what I need to do done. I just can't let that negative mindset sink in and poison that positivity that I have that motivates me to continue on throughout the day. It's so easy to let that one thought ruin everything and to trickle down your to-do list and to kind of wipe everything out. And it kind of like white outs everything you need to do as it poisons you in your list. It's like whiting it out. It's like whiting out your to-do list. And don't let that one thing white out your whole to-do list, because before you know it, you haven't accomplished anything because you let that one poisonous thought leak in and ruin your entire crop. So when it comes to weight loss, as a distributor for a nutrition program, the one thing that I will preach to you is consistency. It doesn't matter what program you choose, what protein shakes you drink, what multivitamin brand you've bought. All it matters is that every single day you wake up with a positive mindset saying that I'm going to fucking do what I set out to do, and you do it. You take your vitamins, you drink your shake, you work out, you sweat a little, you look in the mirror, and you tell yourself, I can do this. I'm beautiful. I am brazen. And my child is balling. So that's going to be the end of my video today. I just wanted to let you know that I love you. I'm here. I am going to be consistent. And thank you for tuning in today. If you're watching, I appreciate it. Starting off slowly but surely, I'm gonna hook you in, I promise. So stay tuned, watch out, and again, thank you for being here. Have a good one.